With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On 1st and 10, Rich, he finds McCoy. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rich. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McCoy. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. First carry here for Ken Walker. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rich. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Rich. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Looking to throw. Rich. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now an option play on second down. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he improved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Rich. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Rich. He completes this to Walker. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Rich. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They move it from the 21 to the 19.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Rich. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change? There he goes, right side. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Chubb again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Swift. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Rich. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly
and made a nice, sure tackle.
Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On 1st down, Rich. And complete to Smith-Njigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles.
2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Rich. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 3rd and 2, Rich. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be setting down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run the toss to Walker. Able to fight through one. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So the false start will back them up 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Walker. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series, let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really change the way this game was going.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, here's the option. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw here. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they forced.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And it caught it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, Rich rolling to his right. This is Fant on the short completion, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. Busts through the tackle. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for the quarterback.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some...
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
At the 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on first down. Rich looking deep now for McCoy. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again. Rich. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On third down, Rich. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On first and 10, Rich. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Here's first and goal. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football, and if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Chubb. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready up.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away.
taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So